Hey guys, it's Kugli again with another ROM review, and this time I've got the Louis build version of Resurrection Remix, and there are two versions of it. There is a Sultanized version and there is an Elemental X version, and I will be doing the Sultanized version because, well, that's the one I'm using right now, and yeah, let's get started. So guys, the Sultanized version, I think we all are pretty fed up with the Resurrection Remix ROMs because I've done a lot of it, but I swear this is going to be the last one because I think this is what was remaining in my repertoire. So let's get started. Now first of all, this is a Resurrection Remix ROM as the name suggests. Let's get to the About Phone page. In the About Phone page you can see it is Resurrection Remix, okay, it is called Louis Sultan OTA. So OTA stands for something else which I will be getting into later. It is still on Android 7.1.2 Nougat. It is this one, it does have the Sultanized kernel, so that is really cool. That is the main focus of this ROM. Also SNCS is enforcing, as you would expect. I think we have all gone through what all the features of Resurrection Remix are in many videos, so let's just skip that. There are nothing special about this one. There is no extra stuff like Nice Oni Ashes Resurrection or Zenity RR, but that doesn't mean it's a bad ROM. It has almost all the features which you would expect out of a Resurrection Remix ROM, and they are all working. I didn't have any issues with any ROMs or any features of this ROM, so that works out really well. So I guess I'll just start scoring now. One thing which I do want to mention is that this one has a working updater rather than other unofficial versions of Resurrection Remix. Now, how the updater works is that the developer has given a beautiful comment on that, how it works. You can go read that in the forum section, which will link below. But for as a gist of it, there will be two versions on his private server. So there will be an OTA release and there will be just the normal release. Now this is the OTA release. It will be at an interval of at least 2 a month, and whenever there is a major change which everyone needs to download, and this updater will search for the OTA release. The other one is the nightly release, and that will be available every day. This is not the Delta download system. This is the full ROM download system, which is going to cost you a little bit more than just the data. So that is something there, you need to keep that in mind. But the OTA release structure is amazing. I think that makes so much more sense than the nightly update structure. So that is something there, and I really do like that. That is the extra feature which is available in this ROM, which I think is great. So yeah, that is it in the feature section. I guess I'm gonna start grading it. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 because it has all the features which Resurrection Remix has, but it doesn't push the envelope in any other direction. That's one thing which other ROMs, other Resurrection Remix ROM like Nice Oni Ashes ROM and also Zenity RR does. So I do like that better, but hey, this one still makes it. So I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. Now comes the battery life, and I am surprised because I did a Sultanized ROM previously, which is also RR, and I got a very good battery life, and I thought that would be the pinnacle of battery life on an RR ROM, but I guess I was mistaken. I got a better battery life overall on this ROM than I did with a similarly configured ROM, which is the RR Sultanized ROM. I'm not really sure why. I got an active drain of about 11 to 12%, which is objectively amazing, and also an idle drain still on the higher side, 1.7 to 1.8%. That is still an Achilles heel, but active drain of 11% is great on a Resurrection Remix ROM. I've never heard of it, I've never seen it in my phone at least, and that's something which I'm really happy about. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for battery life. Now comes the performance. The performance score was about 136,421, which is kind of an average score, but do remember that Sultanized ROMs are always underclocked. It's going to have a slightly lower score. This is the last score which I received. I do 3. I do 3 runs on the Antutu Mahima score, and I take the average of it, and the average was about 146,000. So yeah, nothing special. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Now comes the stability aspects of the ROM. Now, to be fair, this is a Resurrection Remix ROM. Stability is a high factor, but not the highest factor. Features are. There are going to be a little issues here and there, but honestly, I can live with them. but still it is not on par as something like Carbon ROM, which I recently reviewed, or something like PA or AOSPA. So yeah, that's just how it is. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 for stability though. Now comes the camera package. Now this one comes with 3 camera packages. Now if you remember the ZTE RR ROM, which I keep in high regard in my reviews, that also had 3 cameras, and this one also has one. This has Gcam, OxygenOS cam, and also LineageOS cam, and that works pretty much as you would expect. Amazing. It works out really well. I like it a lot. In my opinion, the trifecta of perfect. It works out really well. You have the choice of having manual mode with OxygenOS and also the HDR plus mode on the Gcam, and also great selfie cam on LineageOS. But you do need to switch between camera application, but that is something there. You can choose your style and choose and stick with one. Now what do? I still have my own Gcam mod, and that also works out really well, so that's just something there. Camera, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Now comes the aesthetics of the ROM. This one has substratum, this one has color mods, this one has the pixelized theme in the settings menu, which I like obviously. So aesthetic department, it pleases me, I like it. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Now the overall experience. Now this is where Resurrection Remix is the best for me. The overall experience offered, it has so many features. Most of the features many people may not use, but I would rather have the feature and not think about it than you need the feature and not have it. So that is something there. I like it. For me, the feature and the experience factor is really high on a Resurrection Remix ROM, and that is just augmented with the updater script on this one, and the battery life. The battery life is amazing. I've never had a battery life like this before on a Resurrection Remix ROM, and I really like it. And this is without any mods. If you do some mods on it, like Galactic Battery Saver mod or even Wake Lock Blocker, you are bound to get better battery life. So that's just something there. So yeah, I guess I like it. The overall experience score, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. So I guess that should be it about the ROM. I would have shown you guys a boot animation, which is, well, obviously just the Resurrection Remix boot animation. You have seen it a million times. I don't want to do it again. So that's just how it is. And if you don't understand yet, I'm dying right now. I am super sick and I want to stop doing this and go to sleep. So anyways, the final score is going to be 7.0797877232, and I'm gonna give it a 7.1 out of 10, and that is still a great score on the higher echelons of my ROMs. And this is the first Resurrection Remix ROM to crack the 7 out of 10 mark, I guess. And yeah, I think that reflects how much I like this ROM. It's a great ROM, it's a great daily driver, and the battery life is was surprising for me, and I really like it. So yeah, I guess how much is it about the ROMs, and hope you guys like the video. Please share, subscribe, and like the video if you found it useful. See you guys next time. Bye.